Tanse, and welcome to the 2020-2021 Indigenous Students Honour Ceremony. On behalf of Indigenous Strategy, we'd like to thank you guys for coming. Since 1990, we've been honoring our Indigenous students for overcoming all the barriers and celebrating their achievements. And this year, maybe more than ever, we've had a lot of barriers to overcome. Wa'iki chupi yu'onihan, which is Dakota for honoring resilience. And today, we'd like you to sit back, enjoy, and understand that we're respecting you for all that you've done. So, kinanas komitin, and thanks. Enjoy the show.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to this graduation. Thanks for the invite. First of all, I just want to say congratulations, a huge congratulations to the graduates on your accomplishment today. This is not an easy time to be going to school with this COVID, and it just makes the struggle a little more harder. But you know, you've done it, and you should be proud. And I want to congratulate you again on your completion. And for those of you going on to employment, I wish you the best of luck. And for those of you going on to more schooling, again, I hope you a lot of success. And I just want to say thank you to Sask Polytech staff for assisting you in this accomplishment. Once again, congratulations. And I'm going to say a short prayer in Cree now for just to give you some guidance and support as you venture on to your next step. Okay? Wahkohtowin. Situs gotos kaika sita stabauton. Atit kan totus geok. Ego atit kapis kokstabaksok. Which hik soxig. Situs goik. Exam go chimtan. How? Can ask Compton. I thank you.
Elder, distinguished guests, students, faculty, friends and family. Hello, Tanse, Atlanate. I'm grateful to Saskatchewan Polytechnic for inviting me to participate in this honor ceremony. Although I regret we cannot gather in person, holding a virtual celebration enables people from all over the province to participate. Wherever you are joining from, I warmly welcome you. My wife Dawn and I attended the ceremony at the Moose Jaw campus last year, and it was a very meaningful event. I want to thank Saskatchewan Polytechnic for celebrating diversity and for striving to be welcoming and inclusive of everyone. I'm very pleased to have this opportunity to commend the Indigenous students on your success. It takes courage to pursue post-secondary education, especially when you have to leave your community to go to school. After I completed high school in Larange, I enrolled in the University of Saskatchewan. I did well academically, but there were few other Indigenous students, and it was a lonely experience. I remember one lecture class that had more students than my entire high school in Larange. Don't be afraid to ask for help and to find people you can trust. And please remember that mentorship is a two-way street. Watch out for others who may need encouragement and support from you. When I began my career with the RCMP, I never imagined that I would have the opportunities I was given over the years. You don't know where the future will lead, but what you can do is work hard, ask for help, and as challenges arise, see them as learning opportunities. I have no doubt that your instructors, families, and communities are proud of you. We know that each of you has great potential. We wish you the very best as you pursue your education and your dreams. In closing, it is my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada. I would also like to share these greetings in my first language, which is Woodland Cree. Nimedhiditin kitapita matawa, atamiskatuan gichogamaskuche, Elizabeth II, kigichogamaskuino, utagitaskino, Canada. Ninanaskumon.
Hello everyone, it's my pleasure to bring virtual greetings today on behalf of SaskTel and the Government of Saskatchewan. Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment to respectfully acknowledge that in Saskatchewan we are on the traditional territories of First Nations and Métis people. As we gather virtually across Saskatchewan, We recognize the histories, culture, and contributions of local First Nations people. We acknowledge the historical treaties and the relationships built from them. It's truly an honor for SaskTel to be the title sponsor of this event and to celebrate the hard work and dedication and achievements of our Indigenous students across the province. More than 19% of this Institute's student population identifies as Indigenous, and I'm very pleased to know that the Indigenous Student Success Strategy is enhancing students' learning experience by incorporating Indigenous values and methodologies in the daily culture at Saskatchewan Polytechnic. The pursuit of excellence in academics is never an easy path, especially this year where students have had to overcome so many challenges to keep up their studies. Knowing this, SaskTel has made it a priority to continue to support the next generation of Saskatchewan leaders as they fulfill their academic goals, because they understand that the future of our province is now. I'd like to offer my congratulations to each and every student who is being honored today. You've done a fantastic job representing this province, this school, your ancestors, and most importantly, yourselves. You should all be very proud of your achievements and know that you deserve to be recognized with respect and honor. Before we move on with the ceremony, I'd like to also thank the staff and volunteers of Saskatchewan Polytechnic for all the hard work they put into organizing this event and for allowing Indigenous students the opportunity to be honored in a significant and holistic way. Thank you, everyone, and good luck in all of your future endeavors.
We want to begin by acknowledging our God, our Creator, for this beautiful day He has given us. We want to say on behalf of the Federation of Sovereign Indigenous Nations, our 74 First Nations, our Senate, our elders, our institutions, our veterans, our women and youth councils. When we hear the term resilience and what does it mean, it takes on many different definitions for each and every one of us. Despite the various religions we believe in, the different cultures we have, we've all been resilient at one time in our lives. And for First Nations right across this country, we've endured what we call the residential school era, the day schools, the 60 scoop, and even now in modern day era 2021, where we still endure negative attitudes and false perceptions of First Nation people. We are the only distinct group and culture right across this country who have what we call inherent and treaty rights. These were negotiated and guaranteed to us from our ancestors when they signed treaty. And this is a big starting point for many, many people across this country who need a better understanding on what those inherent and treaty rights guarantee and what they entail. On the hunting, fishing, trapping, gathering, it was our lifestyle, our relationship with the land. It was a way of survival. We had no other means to survive but our life off the land. And this was long before any government or settler arrived on these lands and waters. We had this way of life. We had artifacts. We've had many cultural markings throughout this country, which clearly states that we've been around for thousands and thousands of years, long before any government or settler arrived. And this is why First Nation people across this country and world must be respected, should be respected. We're here to work together, but to coincide with one another. The word respect goes a long way. It's a universal word, respect. It's something our kokums and our mushrooms and our parents have taught us, to respect one another despite our skin color or religious beliefs. The term resilience, it's in each and every one of us. It's in our DNA, it's in our blood to continue to be resilient despite the challenges and hardships we face in our lives. So to each and every one of you, you're resilient at some point in your lives, and we continue to remind you and encourage you to continue to do what you can the best way you know how. On behalf of the Federation of Sovereign Indigenous Nations, we respect each and every one of you. We welcome each and every one of you. Have a good day. Eguze.
Good evening, everyone. Miyo no sumagawi sa mi tapi mi hitago. Bicha tomane mo tamahtan me go kima michia. An matto skayak iksno hamaso chik ksno matuga mo go hitohti chik iksno hamaso chik ay wag ki gwen magan tunah ko tawichi go chik in life. I'm very honored today to be able to speak to you to Sask Polytech Indigenous Honour Ceremony for all students that have attended your institution. Education is very important for the Métis Nation of Saskatchewan, and we've worked very hard to be able to get access to a capacity to be able to support our Métis students, and we have done that. Through our agreements with the federal government, we've had 600 students in the past 2 years that have attended post-secondary, and some of them have ended up in a Polytech. And we'll continue to do that within the next 3 years till 2023. This agreement is still then. But in the meantime, we got to better support each other and to be able to speak together in regards to how we can complement one another. It's been very difficult in regards to furthering their education, the students' education because of COVID-19. But we've set aside a certain amount of capacity to be able to support our students while it's hard for them to be able to attend the classes. Working partnerships across the province help. We have to begin to realize and understand the importance of partnering with the province, federal government. And at this time, I would like to compliment the provincial government in regards to the resources that they put forward for the Métis and First Nations in this province. And the Métis Nation is a part of that process. But hopefully in the near future, we can have a conference in regards to telling people the success that we've had, and Polytech has done a great job in doing that. We look forward to the future to be able to connect in a good way and to be able to plan together in the best interest of our youth going into post-secondary. At this time, I'd like to thank Sask Polytech with the 3,500 students that have gone through your school, your institution, and it's great to see. I look forward working with you, the Métis Nation of Saskatchewan working with you, and to be able to plan out the processes and availability of funds so students don't have to be discouraged in going to school. So I look forward to that. Ano so mahmitin kayo mihitago, kami muk kuya success ta ano. It's great success that you show in working with our students, but more importantly, the working partnership you try to develop with our government. And I look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Wahkohtowin tenchi Atlantate. I'm pleased to acknowledge that Saskatchewan Polytechnic campuses are located on Treaty 4 and Treaty 6 territories, and on the ancestral lands of the Cree, the Saulteaux, Dene, Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota peoples, and the traditional homeland of the Métis. It is a real privilege to bring you greetings at your honor ceremony and to celebrate the hard work, the dedication, and the achievements of our Indigenous students. To all the students who are watching this, I want you to know that your decision to pursue an education at Saskatchewan Polytechnic has made a positive contribution to the rich cultural diversity of our institution. This is important as diversity and inclusion are among our greatest strengths. As an institution, we value diverse cultures, heritages, and opinions. We value and support each other as a team. We are fortunate to have dedicated faculty and staff who are committed to the various calls to action outlined in the Truth and Reconciliation of Canada, and who are working for positive change and miyo wahkohtowin across all Saskatchewan and its communities. The efforts of our faculty and staff have played a key role in the many strides we have made in recent years, in our work-integrated learning activities, in partnerships we've built with communities, businesses, and government, and most importantly, in developing outstanding programming for our students. For this, I would like to offer a special thanks to Deanna Speidel and the members of our Indigenous Strategy team for all of your hard work in advancing Indigenous student success. Students, I know that the COVID-19 pandemic has brought many challenges over the past year, challenges that at times may have seemed overwhelming. I am proud of you For your perseverance, for your commitment, you have demonstrated great resilience. Soon, you will see that a quality education can and does make a tremendous difference. Because of this, I am convinced that each of you will make significant contributions in your careers, in your communities, and in our province as a whole. It is with that in mind that I join your family and friends gathered virtually to acknowledge your accomplishments and to wish you the best for the future. Thank you for the opportunity to address you today. Kinnis Comitan, hi.
Tawauhau, Anin Tanshi, and Idlanite, and welcome to this honor ceremony. The Saskatchewan Polytechnic campuses are situated on Treaty 4 and Treaty 6 territories. These are the ancestral lands of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dene, Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota peoples, and the traditional homeland of the Métis. We respectfully recognize the Indigenous peoples of these lands as part of our ongoing commitment to good relations and a reconciled future. As Provost and Vice President Academic, it always gives me a great pleasure when I'm able to participate in celebrations that recognizes and honor our students. Today is no exception. While we must share this moment virtually because of the pandemic, I want you to know that I am with you in spirit to honor your resilience. Honor ceremonies have a long history at Sask Polytech, stretching back 31 years to 1990. In a normal year, you would have participated in a grand entry, complete with drums and singers, and we would have shared a magnificent supper together. Yet, as we all know, these past 12 months have been anything but normal. Despite the unprecedented disruption caused by COVID-19, and despite the uncertainty and the obstacles you've all faced, you are marking the end of an important and significant journey. For that, there is much reason to celebrate. Saskatchewan Polytechnic graduates are known for their strong work ethic, applied learning, and problem-solving abilities. These are qualities that can and will open doors to amazing opportunities and rewarding futures for each of you. I cannot tell you how proud I am, as I'm sure your families and friends are as well, of this incredible journey that has brought you here today. It is a journey of resilience. On behalf of all my faculty colleagues, congratulations to each and every one of you. I wish all of you much success in all that you do in your future.
Tansei, Niwago Maganak Nito Timak, Deanna Speidel Nisigasut. Hi, my name is Deanna Speidel. I'm the Acting Director of Indigenous Strategy. I'd first of all like to thank Wahkohtowin for allowing us this opportunity to host our Indigenous Honour Ceremony, honoring resilience. I'd like to thank the students for their achievement in learning in this academic year and their success of being successful students, and the staff of Indigenous Strategy that have worked so hard to pull this day and event together in honoring our resilience. Anita Cameron, Rosemarie Zaba-Stewart, Aaron Tatusis, Brandy Cole, Derek Yee, Brian Gallagher, Shane Stack, Jennifer Lenny, Stan Workman, and Annette Landlaw that have worked really hard on this day. So congratulations, 2021, in your success and your achievement. Once again, hi.
Tansei, and welcome to the 2020-21 Virtual Honour Ceremony for Indigenous students for Saskatchewan Polytechnic. This year's theme is Wahkohtowin Yuonihan, which is Dakota for honoring resilience. We hope you really enjoy, and thanks a lot for coming.
Welcome to the 2021 Sask Polytech Indigenous Students Honour Ceremony. My name is Anita Cameron, Indigenous Student Centre Coordinator from Kaye Wacheson at Moose Jaw Campus. We'd like to acknowledge our title sponsors SaskTel, Nutana Machine, AMI Supply, and we would also like to acknowledge Darlene Speidel, Dakota Lakota Language Specialist, and Elder Vivian Anderson from Whitecap Dakota Sioux First Nation, and Media Services from Sask Polytech, who have created this wonderful production for you today.
Brandy Cole. Hi, my name is Brandy Cole. I'm the Indigenous Center Coordinator for the Bushikatawegan Student Center on Regina campus. I'd like to say thank you to Janet Corpin from the Indigenous Strategy team, Elder Rick Daniels, Elder Rose Bird, Elder Diane Casewadham, and Elder Audrey Cochran, and Saskatchewan Polytech donor and alumni. Thank you for supporting our students this year, and thank you for supporting our 2021 virtual honor ceremony.
Hello, Tonse. My name is Jordan Daniels. I'm a member of the Mississaugas Nehewak Cree Nation, and I'm born and raised here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. And I've been playing the fiddle here for 8 years now under the guidance of John Arcand, or the master of the Métis fiddle. And yeah, I just love playing fiddle, and yeah, I have a deep family tradition of fiddle, and that just brings my love for it. And I'd just like to thank Sask Polytech for having me out today to play for you guys, and I hope you enjoy. The first tune I'm going to play is called the Teardrop Waltz, and I'm going to play this one just so you guys can kind of look back on this semester and reflect. So here it is. So that was a Teardrop Waltz, and the next tune I'll play is a old-time tune called St. Anne's Reel, and it's a little upbeat, and yeah, I'll get you in the mood. Thank you.
This year has been quite difficult, as many of you know. Dealing with the pandemic has been life-altering in many aspects, especially with programming and any different kind of courses that people take. I took trade school 5 years ago now is when I finished mine, and that was a 4-year program. And I went to school for 2 months at a time, and it was quite different than what I experienced this year so far at Sask Polytech. And I must say, resilience was key in order to obtain the level of success I'm having. It's a much different atmosphere having to motivate yourself every day to come and sit at a computer upwards of 8 to 12 hours, depending on how much homework you have to do, online countless days a week. I was able to, struggle. Like, I struggled a lot at the beginning. It was a huge adjustment, and I had to keep telling myself, this is for the benefit of myself. This is for a better future. This is for my family, etc. The kind of the typical things you tell yourself when you're struggling or you need to persevere through something in your life. The Indigenous student programming has been hugely beneficial to me. I never experienced anything like that at my trade school, and I never found it until the second month or so into my programming. It's been a whole nother community of support, of positive reinforcement, and just general consensus of success. They have always been there for me and supported me and have taught me many things about my heritage that I didn't even know myself. It's been eye-opening. It has been very, very humbling as well, in the sense that some of the programming, it teaches you about a lot of injustices, and it really puts things in perspective about really what I'm going through on a day-to-day basis. And it really made the online, the not being in class, not being around people, much easier to comprehend, because in the end, this is a temporary problem to have for long-term success. And it should have no bearing on how well I do, because there has been way worse things happen to Indigenous peoples, and the Indigenous Student Programming Center has done nothing but support, benefit, and do everything in their power to give me a chance to succeed. And I am so grateful for it, because this is a community that I feel isn't just something that will be there for me during my academic studies. I feel like this is something that I can contact them after. I can have, if I have questions or if I have any concerns, or I just want to chit chat and say hello, I'll be able to do that. They have such a vast knowledge of the Indigenous culture, as well as the academia aspect of school that it really blends well and gives every student that takes a chance and goes to this program a chance at success. So I couldn't be more grateful for it. And this has been the most positive aspect of my Sask Polytech experience. Thank you.
Yeah.